saw your face, I knew I was in love. Baby, your smile takes my breath away. And they can say what I want, girl, I don't mind, as long as you are by my side. Baby, you smile of paradise. Baby, girl, come be my love life. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause when I tell the world I do, even you want me, girl, I do. Baby, girl, come be my love life. Inikuma, yega ampa ilikuwa. Anyway, you will come on. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause when I tell the world I do, even you want me, girl, I do. Baby, girl, come be my love for life. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause when I tell the world I do, even you want me, girl, I do. Baby, girl, come be my love for life. And I need no painkiller, cause you took my pain away. You don't need umbrella, I will take the rain away. Inikuma, yega ampa ilikuwa. Anyway, you will come on. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause when I tell the world I do, even you want me, girl, I do. Baby, girl, come be my love for life. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause when I tell the world I do, even you want me, girl, I do. Baby, girl, come be my love for life.
Across Liberia and the world. Pleasant good morning, folks. Welcome to the Morning Rock, and it's always on KOOL 91.9 on this beautiful Wednesday morning, the 17th day in the month of March, and the year stands at 2021. Pleasant good day to all of you. We say good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the world based on your location and your time at this time. This is the Morning Ride from Liberia on this wonderful Wednesday morning. I'm WEEKIE Broken Brooks. Jonathan and Viva will be here shortly, and together we will walk the walk and talk the talk. And as usual, help to shift the paradigm of the democracy. It's rich, it's jam, it's packed, and it promises to be great, stimulative, thought provocative, as we all help to discuss critical national issues and help to shift the paradigm of our democracy. Welcome, folks. Let's have a jolly good time together up until 10 o'clock this morning. We will certainly be your chefs selling and serving you palatable breakfast on this wonderful, promising Wednesday, folks. It's good to be back here, and we are here this morning as usual. Thank you so much to all of you. You can watch, ask somebody to listen as well, share, and together we have a jolly good time. Welcome, folks.
The first time I saw your face, I knew I was in love. Baby, your smile takes my breath away. And they can say what I want, girl, I don't mind, as long as you are by my side. Baby, you smile of paradise. Baby, girl, come be my love life. How many times do you want me to say I love you? Cause then I tell the world I do. Even you want me, girl, I do. Baby, girl, come be my love life.
What I just believe, getting all set for this wonderful presentation this morning. So you all set and ready at 8 o'clock this morning. Pay host to the newest lawmaker of River J County, Jonathan Borchard segment. We'll be here getting to know exactly some of the issues. We'll be listening to other lawmakers. We'll listen to other people. How you said, like being a new lawmaker, what is it all like? And some of the challenges currently facing government, what we can do as a nation, as a people, to solve some of the problems. But you know, on a very serious note, this morning, we've been speaking about the last 2 weeks on this issue of security into our country. And this is a serious matter because too many people have been victimized by the actions of a lot of our young folks. And people are asking, what is the police doing? The night patrol, early morning patrol, the anti-robbery team. Because Duper have become a different area in Liberia right now. Just this morning alone, there are a couple of victims who were on the way to work in other places. They were robbed by a group of young men. As early as 6 o'clock, taking away phones, handbags, and all of these things. People who are trooping the way to time, wanting to have food on the table for their families, are in tears while we have state security paid by taxpayer. And sometimes they stay right there. They can't do anything because most of them are armlets. We've said this thing times or number on the table. That is a need to have our young brothers and sisters who are today into the streets being cleared out, and not just the imprisoned, but taken to some of the vocational schools in this country, and they can come out after 6, 7, 1 year with new knowledge and make contribution to Liberia. Coming out as a professional electrician, plumber, you know, and all of these things will seize down the level of unemployment, and where the adults might become the devil workshop, where we see our young brothers and sisters today. And this is terrible. This is something that is happening every morning. What's the distance from the police zone 5 to Dubois Junction, where in major intersections that in the morning we cannot have officers join security patrolling and making sure that people are safe. In other places across, this is just about Dubois Road, and it's serious. You got over 5 persons this morning who were robbed in the clear view of others who could not even help because knives, scissors, and other things are in the hands of the young criminals. I listened to the police director a couple of days. He pointed a finger at the court system of letting all criminals when these criminals are apprehended. How they get out and back into the communities, it's a threat for the community. and makes it work harder for the officers who will be out there. We see high court criminals who were jailed today. They are back, and some of them they are into the EPS, the LDA, and they are armed, venting their anger. They come back with revenge on those who arrested them, and some have even died in the process. We know exactly what took place in Granger. You have a convicted criminal, a missionary that was jailed under President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And after, a man who made the arrest, who led the team. Yes. Maria Sound, and today, we're still investigating the police chief who died in Granger County. People earn what they get earnestly. And you have people taking away their phones, their bags, wallet, searching you as though you have committed some crime, and walk away with what you have gotten. Some on the way to the hospital to see how to foot the bill of the loved ones who've been sick, or somebody who've been in labor pain and giving birth. But these politics have taken over everything, so we do not see these things any longer. And how do we prepare a country to turn over a country to people who are not properly prepared? We will be turning Liberia over to gangsters, jihadists, terrorists. It's a sad time. And we think there should be a wake-up call to the Liberia National Police and other security apparatus to have a night patrol or early morning, move around the Dupoto and other major intersections. It's serious alarm, and it's getting so alarming. So we want to flag this on our platform this morning because the fight is for our people. That's what the hard truth are told every morning on this platform. The nation's independent broadcasting network for Liberia, Liberia first, Liberia last. Because today, there are other victims where they will walk away. Those who commit the crimes, they walk away. And absolutely nothing is done. And they come back the next morning knowing that it's an area where they can get what they want to get. And they will find themselves in those positions, strategically positioned to get to it. So to the Liberia National Police, there's a need to have armed men, fully armed men. Do not just protect the ministers with all of the armed men. The civilian, the armless civilians who deserve to be protected. You say you took oath to protect lives and property. Do not position armless officers at the intersections where they do not have the capacity to fight crime, other than putting them in harm's way because they will stand and watch the things happen because they are armless. And these people too have families. You will not just shift all of the blame on the officers. So let us take this into consideration. But just this morning, some Liberians lost their phones, the bags on your way to work. You got a laptop in your bag and all of these things, office materials. It all been taken away. So we are hoping that our people, the Inspector General, the Deputy Police Director for Operation, all of these things you are listening this morning, and it should be a mandate that you have to have men patrolling early morning and midnight to avoid some of these things that are unfolding into our country. So we say welcome, folks, this morning. If you just joined us, this is the morning round on KOOL 91.9. You know, we've been talking about this issue of the election, the delay in hearing cases, and how things been proceeding, and the way people been standing by the king's man and going by the king's woman and all of these things. And all of these things are unfolding. Fingers being pointed at the National Elections Commission of creating some of the problems. They have not been able to hear cases before then, dragging a recount and talking about all of these things, and everybody keep talking about 2023. What happens if we are faced with all of the challenges and all of the problems right now of 15 senators just for December 8th? We have not been able to hear all of the cases and adjudicate them. So when people are disqualified, they can run to the Supreme Court. The cases, a lot of them stay before the National Elections Commission. See what happened. Petrol bomb was thrown at the National Elections Commission. They have condemned that. The vehicle got damaged, worth over 40,000 United States dollar. And other petrol bomb was sitting there that did not explode. That's an arson attack. The motive. And nobody was caught. Investigation is ongoing. You see the threat? You see what we've been talking about? There are a lot of dissatisfaction. National healing cases. Today, we ask the question, where are the kingsmen? Where are the editors from the counties where all of the disputes are from? What's the import? What are they talking? Are they taking sides? Are they not making decisions to have results in their favor? And things have turned so bad. Where are we heading as a nation, as a people? When we are now having our attack being pointed at the National Elections Commission. What happened to individuals, the commissioners and others who work there? When people are dissatisfied, election matter is a matter that usually send a country to war or stabilize the country. And we're hoping that we will not get there. But this has been a serious call from this platform that issues need to be handled and handled properly. If we are not careful, in 2023, we're going to take pretty close to a year to put up all of the results, because we've been faced with this issue of results being put out currently since December 8th. Babolo, serious concern. Grand Cape Mount, serious concern. Nima County, serious concern. Lofa County, River says, can't you imagine? All of these counties, the cases are still before the National Elections Commission, the hearing. People are raising funds for legal battle because they are dissatisfied and they're sensing and smelling something that, look, if you are not careful and have your feet placed on the ground properly, you will not receive the victory. Some who have earlier on been pronounced as the frontliner or in the lead or senator elect, yet to get their certificate in full and start business on overcoming it. We said that voice that too many cases, and the Elections Commission need to do it. Today, people are turning their anger to that structure, and properties have getting damaged. What happens if it turn to their homes, the children? So we need to see reason and properly handle election matter in this country. It's a wake-up call to the Liberia Council of Churches, the Interreligious Council, our chiefs and elders. It's so terrible because nobody cares to run to some of the institutions and some of the body that we are currently talking about, because they are all taking sides. We got pastors who are going out to petition people. The pastoral network of this district will petition this person, for this party. Liberia Council of Churches divided. Oh, we support this person, I support that person. The Muslim Council the same. The interreligious council, our traditional chiefs and elders have gotten into politics. Country devil coming outside. You listen to our traditional chiefs talk, they talk politics. So the trust, neutrality in how people will run to you because they know you're neutral to settle matter will no longer be there. And say, but this person I've earlier on taken side. They are whining and dining with politicians in the open and not advising them any longer, not telling them, look, we need peace and unity in this country. We need to attract investors. Because these are some of the things that scare investors away. There are people who want to come and make huge investment into Liberia. If you start to hear about arson attack at the Liberian National Elections Commission, and it worries somebody. This is a hazard or instability of creeping into a country of which we saw coming long before and voiced this thing out. That election matter, especially. So are we telling ourselves as a Liberian, we cannot conduct our own affairs and be trusted and people look at us? We need people to always handle election matter. There are others who had to give earlier warning before results even went their way. Senator DeLong spoke about the issue if there were anything that they were smelling in his support, that results were to be turned against him. There were going to be instability. We listened to other candidates in the December 8th election. Today, Rivers is sitting on a time bomb. You listen to the two parties when they appear on this Senegal platform. Wellington Jevon Smith, Senator-elect, he had this one of people that, look, any attempt to turn things around, we would not accept. And you have Titikwa, who is also rejecting that they will not accept that too. As far as they're concerned, they are born. And today there's a recount being called by the Supreme Court there, where fingers were pointed at the managing director of the National Port Authority, and at the end of the day, with what was said on the platform, finally, there is a total recount that should be taking place in 104 places. Too many political interferences into election results. Will we now be telling the Ghanaians, Nigerians, asking the UN to bring independent commissioners to sit and conduct our elections, to hear election cases and adjudicate them? When will Liberians sit and conduct their own affairs, that people that can send out a message to the world? We needed to clean our voter upload. It took us appealing to Nigerians and Ghanaians, ECOWAS, had to come to our rescue, to set up our equipment and do some other things. It took ECOWAS and other countries to come to Liberia. That independent body, which is the National Elections Commission, a high integrity institution, will be taking instruction from individuals. Solicitor General writing, giving instruction to NEC. Minister of Justice writing, giving instruction to NEC. NEC is there implementing instruction. Supreme Court sending instruction. And all of these things. Now today, people are now turning to the structure there. Damaging vehicles. Who knows what next? Who knows? Archie Popon sat on this identical platform on 2 occasions, issued all of the threats of his just salary and benefit. Liberians laugh, condemning, lied and honored the Chief Justice car on so many occasions. We laugh until it reached a point where he thought that was the last resort and set himself ablaze. Today, people are seeking to raise money. We overlook things in this country so much. In 1989, when we heard the first gold sign in Butu, we were kids, but we could listen to our parents saying that the people think let them do it. I think that they just do it right in the bush until it came to Central Monrovia, and we saw how our ex-president was killed like chicken. After 1997 election, when President Charles Taylor, who is jailed today in the UK, won the election, people who felt dissatisfied. And now, just 2 years, in 1999, we heard the bullet was signed in again in Lofa County. Lawyer rebel was being formed, and they were battering, and we said, that thing, it will stay right in the bush until we saw shelling. And we were counting bodies in the hundreds on a daily basis. At Greystone and other places, people could not find food because we overlook these things. We're reading history to you now to know to what extent we have seen our country go back when we overlook these things. 1985 election led up to 1989 war. 1979, the toppling of the Tobert government led us to this unity, and we fought. We have factions for years in this country. And today, there are a lot of unmarked graves in this country which we cannot identify our parents. Some of us, we have direct victim. When you are decorating, we do not go to decorate. So these things that creep in a nation and send a nation backward. We've been faced with the issue of the pandemic, which is affecting our economy so high. And there are other bigger nations, you know exactly what we have been faced with today. America have counted over 500,000 people who have died from the virus. The economy has been hit. France, Italy, Germany, Brazil. You name the rest. Countries are going back to lockdown. We've been faced with this thing. And we are still dragging with our electoral methods before. Our senators have to threaten the commissioners of sending them to prison before they even got involved in hearing some of the cases and giving certificate to others. Before then, Grand Crew, Sando, Maryland, Bowman, they were all grandchildren. We are about to have by-election as well. And when the people had no faith in the institution that should conduct it, it's terrible. When attacked and seeing it as the last resort to destroy properties, it's scary. This is actually scary. For protest to be the order of the day before government or other institutions, because this is not just for government now. It is a sound that Liberians have resolved to. Protest after protest, either to the ministry, this agency, or this other private entity. People are protesting. They won't want to work for. So the Liberia National Police now, where the officers there at the NEC, they are all together trying to investigate when will we have the culprits. What are we waiting for to make sure that we do not reach to this? While 2023 is just around the corner, we'll be talking about electing 73 representatives, 15 senators, a president and vice president, with the number of political parties that we see today. Just the other day, the PLP, the People Liberation Party, were given certificate to operate as a full-fledged political institutions in the country. Dr. Daniel Cassell, the leaders of Women Pay, former chairman of the former ruling unit of party, they are all there now. So what happens? We saw in 2017 when the collaborating political parties went to the Supreme Court. It took all, we were outside of our normal day of inauguration, and even we went above the normal date for a rerun of election in our country. You saw how we went to election. Unprecedented, very first time in the history of our country. It was all because people had this mistrust into the system. And this is where we are this morning. Folks, if you just joined us, this is the morning ride. Let me read some of your comment and come back this morning. Let's see if all of you who've been leaving your comment this morning and asking others. It's always good to have you always complaining that we read your comment. Definitely, that's what we're doing for you as usual. And Remington Aiken Robert said, good morning, Wiki, and I'm following you from Riverside to this informative morning show. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for joining us, always from Riverside County this morning. And you guys are also into the news. There will be a total recount of 104 polling places there in Riverside. We hope it's going to be peaceful, transparent, and the winner will be announced by the National Elections Commission. This one comes from Gilo King, Stormdar Pillows. Say, good morning, Mr. Brooks, and I'm Eloshus Prosper Pillow, watching you for SD Coopert Road. And Jefferson Tiet say, good morning, WB and NJV. I follow you from my office, Temple of Justice, Republic of Liberia. President, we are 2023 re-election is loading. Thank you so much this morning. Jack B. Murray say, good morning, Brother Brooks, Monica D. Brooks, and Joshua Carter say, good morning, Wiki, and I'm watching you from Slacker, PA, sitting in my county. Yeah, Josiah, thank you so much for that part of Liberia. You always join us from that part of Liberia, and hope you can ask others as well to join you, watch, or make a phone call when the lines are activated. And Robert Miller say, good morning to you and the people of Liberia. My name is Robert Miller, and I'm watching you live from Mauritius Fan. Thank you for always giving us information. Lincoln, Walikanwo, Miawe say, good morning, Wiki, and I'm watching from Ganta City, Nima County. Thank you so much, Lincoln. Matthew Fokpa Jr. say, good morning, Mr. Brooks, and I'm Matthew Fokpa Jr. watching you live from 72nd Palatine Community. Lawson Augustine Sagasha Wisdom says, he writes, good morning. And I joined in this national fascinating conversation for my new resident in Caldwell. I'm the Wisdom Sagaj. And Aristotle Akim Joseph Meti say, good morning. Meaning my Liberian brothers and sisters, I'm Jenkins Joseph Meti, joining the most represented district for Montserrat County. Humble King Rubel say, good morning, my cool family. Good morning, Mama Liberia, and morning, my beloved president. And I'm watching from my St. Time community and is glad following this platform. Stay strong, blessed, and focused as always. Thank you so much, Chief. Emmanuel Colley said, good morning, Mr. Wiki Brooks. My name is Emmanuel Colley, and I'm watching you live on SD Coopert Road. Thanks for the topic on the discussion. J. Ansu Kuma, I'm flexible general from Monrovia, he writes. And Predable Jim said, good morning, Wiki Brooks, and good morning to your colleague. Jonathan Biva, and a pre-birthday to me as well. I joined your platform this morning from my comfortable home in Police Academy. Omar Ability say good morning, Mr. Brooks. Name is Omar Ability, and I'm watching your live on SD Cooper Road. Thank Alexander Key say good morning. Many thanks for the program this morning. God continue to bless you. From Diamond Creek, so clean the pins that will say it. Emmanuel Hammer say good morning, cool family. And I'm watching from Oro. Joseph Waxing said good morning, Mr. Brooks. My name is Joseph Waxing, and I'm joining you this morning from my working place on the Oro. Thank you, Joe. And Jedeton Deline said good morning, cool family. Watching you live from SKD 72nd Block D. And Malik Dafresh, he said Dennis Chi joining you from Bennettsville Estate. Chemical Reaction Vinton said good morning, cool family. Watching you from the political intersection of PLP. Roland Kofa said good morning, Wiki Brooklyn Brooks. My name is Roland C. Kofa, and I'm watching you from Dwighton Community, Maigebe County. Dallas Vogart said good morning, cool family, and I'm following you guys from the most represented district in Moserado County, specifically district number 6, headed by Honorable Samuel Enders. Fatumata Jallo said good morning, cool family, and the Liberian people. We help for our king, man, and president to come to our aid. Our goose get burned in the AVC market on March 15, 2021 at the hour of 1 a.m. We have left with nothing to start with. And Chidu said good haiku. I'm watching the people from the Republic of Biafra, Japan of Africa. Moses T. Boy, Flamo said good morning, cool family, and I'm watching you from Cooper Fine Rehab Community. Thanks for the platform you provide for us every morning. J. Xavier Goodness said good morning, Mr. Brooks, and J. Xavier Goodness watching you live from Red Light Market. Have a blessed day. Other folks, this morning, as we all talking on this morning, so this is what we talk. So if we are not careful with how we've been proceeding with election matters in this country, we could see ourselves heading in a direction that would not be a favorable one for us. So we are hoping, and our people need to also have trust and confidence into the system and make sure that the system work and have a belief that we all can do it together. So let us understand, and we're hoping that our people who are conducting the affairs of election matter in this country can be trusted, and some of the cases can be heard. And those who are disqualified can go to the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court will have to do our own ruling, and things will certainly happen. So to all of you, we say welcome this wonderful, wonderful day, and this is the morning ride. There are a lot of trending issues in our country. Too many things unfolding. We are seeing how people have rejected results. We have seen countries who have gone to war. And this is a time. It's critical. It's crucial. It's something that we all look into. And those matter that lack the magnitude to continue hearing can be pulled out. And so when they are dissatisfied, let them go to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will make a final ruling. But it's scary that we'll have also an attack at the headquarters of the National Elections Commission. What happens to those commissioners who are there? Their lives. So before we go to the line this morning, let me just read some of the comments coming again. This one comes from Rojo Sherry said, good morning, Mr. Brooks, and good morning to Cool Family. I'm watching you live this morning from Amagashi, Painesville, Japan Highway. Igno Flomo said, good morning, Cool Family. My name is Igno Flomo, and I'm watching you live on GSA Rocola Tree Community. And Denta Didom Casco said, good morning, Cool Family. And my name is Joel Sisto, and I'm watching you from my Hammerfield resident. Thank you so much. David Barron said, good morning. Mr. Brooks, and I'm David Barron watching you from Town Hall, Painesville. There is a need for this government to bring back community watch team. Jeffrey King said, good morning. Thanks for the informative information. My name is King Jeffrey, and I'm watching from Congo Back Row. Heron Coco said, good morning, cool family. This is Heron Coco watching you this morning from Soul Clinic Ophi. Lord Newer said, good morning, Wiki. We are a very, very deep mess in this nation. It's only God that can help us. And Ishmael Bobby Joe said, good morning, cool family. And I'm Ishmael Bobby Joe watching you live from Billico Wokiam. Complaining will never finish from Liberia lecture until we change our mind to be transparent. Titus Tumbe. Say good morning, cool family. My name is Titus T. Tumbe, and watching live on Do Patrol. And let me say good morning to all of you. Good morning, night.
Good morning, Wiki, and good morning to all Liberians. Good to be on the radio this morning again. Thanks to all of you for always following us. We say thank you so much. We are back again to talk and walk the walk in order to shape the paradigm of our democracy. It's great, Wiki. It's a great honor to be on the radio this morning.
Yeah, now we've been saying this thing, and it's getting to a level now that Liberians are now asking themselves, because the National Elections Commission now just the other day, with all what we've been saying, with all of the complaint before them, there was this arson attack, of which a double cabinet pickup worth thousands of bucks were burned. Some damage were done to the garage, the roof, and they are yet to find the perpetrator. Depot Road Junction is a serious concern in terms of security. Every morning, people being harassed. This morning, there are others who lost their properties, the valuables. And this is where we are again, ahead of 2023.
Yeah, Wiki, this is actually a serious thing. Is a serious thing on with Liberia's security system, especially when it comes to protecting the lives of the people who they are expected to protect. It's a serious thing. Citizens are now crying in the hands of their protector because they are no longer feeling the protection they should be getting from these people and this institution. Just recently, I was sitting in a cocoon and wondering when Moses Carter, the police spokesperson, said that this time around, police will activate the night patrol. They will make sure things are in tight and they are fully armed. Citizens should not get afraid of them. They will see them in the various communities. I was wondering, when would this thing happen? Is this always the issue of words? What is really the problem that cannot be solved to help solve these problems? It's very worrisome. It's worrisome to see an institution or a country that cannot protect its people. Or are they doing this thing in order to place the citizen in anarchy? Because I don't see the reason. I will say this again. As you look around this morning, police officers will be plying the street all over. You see uniform officers. But at night, they are nowhere to be seen. And communities continue to cry. We need protection. We need protection. But still,
you want to see, most of the time, you see the officers patrolling in the morning. No night patrol. People are not going to communities. And the criminals, they are doing it in the open. There are major intersections. That's where they are. They're robbing people of their valuables. Too many things, and we have closed our eyes to how bad our country is heading with a lot of our young folks that should be today in vocational schools, colleges, and other universities around here, molding their minds, preparing themselves, and we are allowing these things to slip in our very eyes and our present. Tomorrow, we are going to face the full weight of this. But if we want votes We are all into the loops and condoms and encouraging these young men to wear our t-shirts, carry our barrels, and do not educate them. We are leaving them behind. Leave no child behind. We are gradually leaving them behind, and they're going to meet us up there, and we are going to be their victims. They will victimize us. They will take away what we will work for, and they will walk away. No night patrol. Any patrol at least to major intersections. One minister want to have 3 armed carriers.
And that's just the thing.
And leave an entire community vulnerable.
Liberia, we are having armed police officers, but you barely see them. But when these government officials are moving, you see them protecting these people. Who are you protecting them? The people that are powerless, you leave them alone and protect the most powerful people. And then when we look in other countries, you start to talk about when you get on the street, see the people. When you just think so, you see police. You see police.
So when you see one police officer,
the people there, when you do the thing, is difficult. What kind of problem is this? What kind of country that cannot govern its own?
Yeah, so we be asking ourselves this morning now, who threw bomb at the NEC headquarters?
Petrol bomb.
Petrol that damaged a vehicle.
You see?
This is
and our National Elections Commission, we go there the morning, you see police officers say down there. You see armed police officers say down there.
Sure.
They say down there, they guard in that place. They protect the commissioners. But they are there still, these things are happening. You know, WEEKIE, in any good institution, when things are crumbling, you find the legal heads, you find the elder people, they sit down on a dialogue table and strategize and find the root cause of problem and strategize how to solve this problem.
Now look.
But for Liberia, it's just clearly shown that these people who are in power, the other ones are putting on the
It is a reserve in Liberia.
Because nobody's saying now to discuss the thing. We don't find the elders of the country sitting down, the elders of federal counties come to sit down the table, our religious leaders, government officials to say, let's solve this problem. Let's look and see where the problem is coming from. And let's solve it to save the future.
But now, this is the point. It's so scary that nobody wants to run to these people any longer. These people have gotten themselves involved into politics to the highest peak. Our religious council in this country divided. You have pastors who are petitioning politicians. They have seen vision that this person will be this person. We see our Muslims people doing the same. Our traditional people who keep the sanctity of our country, where people will run and say, and they will be the elders and put people on the mat and say, look, we need to discuss this. They have gotten into politics and putting country devil, taking ballot boxes and running with it, taking it, tearing it, and all of the ballot papers. So now, who trusts you to run to you to investigate? Who trusts you when you come in to mediate? Because our zones and elders are walking behind politicians and singing all of the songs. They are blowing the horns. Our chief elder in the country is pointing finger at opposition. He's talking to people, opposition, you're using the people to do bad, and not talking to the parties. And so, look, Liberians, there's a need to have a total reflection of what led up to 14 years of civil unrest in this country. Dissatisfaction.
You know, March 15 this year would have been another great opportunity for Liberia to sit down and craft where they want to see this country going. On the birthday of the first president, Joseph Jenkins Roberts. But instead, you see now, the chief of the Liberia National Police, Inspector General Patrick Sulu, he's now blaming the judiciary. He's blaming the judiciary for releasing hardcore armed robbers. And they are the ones who said the court are the ones causing the problem.
Yeah, letting them back into the communities. And when they get back to the community, it's a threat.
So it's just an undermining. Folks around the president undermining the president's efforts. Ministers, deputy minister undermining. You come outside the security sector, their heads, they are fighting and lock ahead of each other. At the end result, the people are the ones suffering. Oh my word. Oh, Liberia. Liberia. And just imagine Maryland County just a few days, the deputy superintendent into Maryland County was sent packing to Harper Prison because he failed to pay his bill over the land dispute case. If we want ECOWAS to come, if we want UNMIL to come, not just call the people and come.
So are we telling ourselves that we Liberians cannot conduct our own affairs?
We cannot.
We cannot trust our people to handle election matter in this country where people, we can send out messages out there to other countries and say, look, we are prepared, and others can run to us for based on our expertise to even provide assistance to clean voter roll in this country. We needed people from Ghana, Nigeria, and other places. ECOWAS have to send people to conduct our election, for people to go and monitor. ECOWAS have to be here to have money for our election. We have to run to other partners to give us money to conduct that. And we got 2023. What's the writing on the wall telling us right now about 2023? Are we now preparing ourselves to say, look, we cannot handle this thing, we need help from elsewhere?
And just imagine journalists into America, they are now saying they have lost the trust and confidence in the ability of the Justice Minister, Councillor Frank Musadin, to serve as the Attorney General of Liberia, and they are now calling him for his resignation. They want him to resign. So you see the kind of country we are into. You see what is going on.
Okay, folks, welcome. Let's hear from you right now. 0775 919 919 0880 919 919. Had the number, take few calls. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, thank you, WEEKIE and Nathaniel, for the topic on discussion this morning. I'm Iran 9 people and joining you from Things You Realize and proud member of the People's Liberation Party.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Nathaniel, and the issue of people and not focusing in Liberia now these days when it comes to real political parties. Nathaniel and our politicians in Liberia, Nathaniel, they are taking out to be a better during our partisans, wherein they will come in with an arm. They will feel that because they have the money, so they will have their own political party, like the likes of PPP.
What's about the party you behind today? The party you behind, and I want man brought the money, and you're behind him today. You're saying that's the opportunity. What's about the money behind today? Then you point the finger at the different person.
Yeah, no, thank you. This is the argument that we want to balance for the angle of the People's Liberation Party.
We're not talking about Liberation Party here. We are talking about what is involved with the security sector of this country. What can we do?
And our election
you can't
matter.
discuss your People's Liberation Party. Yo, you have my money again. That's your dream and let it go down.
Yeah, let's hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I know my Bible says the tongue is sharper than a two-edged blade. And the tongue can either kill or make one to live. What I want to say, whilst we look at the opposition, because an opposition made the remark that it would set the election commission headquarters ablaze, we are all saying that yes, but are we looking beyond that? That because somebody has said these words or have said it, are we looking at other people from the other side doing that so that we all reflect that this is what said by this person or that? We should take a keen look at that. That they, another person could say, yes, I will set this or ablaze, I will kill the person. And while he or she have said that, there is somebody from within that family.
Yeah.
We should take a keen look at that.
Yeah.
So we are talking about the police. The police, it's so disheartening that our police will leave their post and just go to the highway, gather the people with few men or women, and set up roadblocks or checkpoints, leaving the positions that they
when they assign them, they can reassign themselves.
I went to Maryland, coming from Maryland, all the checkpoints. We passed through Raymond and all the checkpoints. When you get there, nothing is stretched for. They only ask for money.
Yeah.
If anyone is bringing anything, there's a leeway, there's opening. We are vulnerable in this country. We are vulnerable, and the time we read things, we take our careless first because the people cannot help us. It's only God that is
take a deeper look into this, especially this atom or the petrol bomb that was sent. It could be, from my mind, it could be from the other device and not the opposition. Let us look at that keenly.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. Let's talk to this caller. You're live.
Good morning, Wiki, and
Good morning. Let's hear you quickly.
and good morning to our free loving people of Liberia. My name is Lucas Sakai, I for the district number 6. Because you see, Wiki, right now, our religious people are talking, they are sitting, he is grip on the hand. And when you go on the hand, there is time to come in. Oh, we had to call the other partner to come in, the other partner come to get us looking at discuss here. And right now, it's not called a hand here, but they still sitting around. Our religious people, the traditional people, they still sitting around. They're not talking. All they is discussing, nothing is matter to them. But when you go all a hand, that is time you come in. According to the this morning, religious people, you are talking with here. You are putting partner together, you are knowing the key. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's talk to our caller. Swiggly. You're live.
Good morning, my brethren, Wiki, Bros, and my brethren, Nathaniel P. Senior, the legendary of KOOL station. I know you guys are well equipped this morning with the medicine and
Let's go to the point. Let's go to the point. Rastafari.
we will continue battling our national issue. That's the only way, because we all know that nothing can easy. You see, Wiki, that's why we will continue telling our people during the fast and we love it, the full, playable, acceptable people. At the time that nothing was done and our security told that the crown king was tempered with this sexual bond issue. Don't you think that the crown king will be tempered with too? That the team going to get good clarity for the investigator for police. Local police men or director is telling us that yes, they have a problem with Supreme Court that is whenever we find the entire sector not communicating, nobody wants to relate with each other. During that morning, court at the EWA Joshua, PCC do not want to cooperate with LFC, LFC do not want to cooperate with MCC. So we just don't know which sector is this. Everybody wants to rally and start to see. And the power is not, we all only want it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good morning.
good morning, Wiki, and good morning now.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Thank you. This is Evening Sherry that I talk from Kingfish. You see, each topic on the discussion this morning are very sensitive topics. And thank you guys ever so much for bringing them to the limelight this morning. We are dredging gradually into crisis. It is eminent, glaring, and people are taking it to be a party thing. It is not a party thing. This is a national thing. Wiki and now, do you know who Rani Samuka is? Like, you take his case the way they're taking it. Is he an ordinary personality in Liberia? Do you know the following that? Do you know that he is from a political party? That is attached to other political parties, they have followers? Is the government thinking that they can take decisions because they want to take decisions and then nobody can counter their decisions? Are these really sensitive? The principal causes of the war in Liberia are glaring in the government. You can see the violation of rights of people, and nobody cares. And people just get to know things. The issue of security that you raised, security personnel will be standing somewhere, somebody will be harassed, molested, and intimidated, and even their money was taken from away from them. They will not do nothing. Stop left in the night. It's in a day what can be rough in the presence of security personnel. What about the night? They ask myself on NEC. There are people that want to use the opposition statement to bring the opposition into a row with the government. And yes, it could be that there are elements of the government involved into it.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's talk to other callers quickly. You're live.
Yeah, we give good morning. This is Dana Keller calling from Old Jason.
You're welcome, Chief.
Yeah, my brother, I want to tell you guys this, you know. My brother, they go chat it up where they always on a show something like far by all they go stand at 1991, 93, 94. We are very playing with our feet where my the former president stand in Ghana. we playing with it in that Europe. We have our children, even though you have children, you have the sister, your brother in that Europe. When you in America, you have your parent in that Europe, they in that Europe. Latvia is a peaceful country. But when people every day in there we are parents playing with our feet in that way. No security at all. The president came out say everybody must have camera, but he know that look at the number of no happy. Look at the one that happen in Lima country. In Lima country, your I record it, they kill you there. Then they say that they kill you there because no security camera. Because we don't have security in our country. And one thing I listen to you say that maybe president say honor man, senator or senator honor man, other people there. Because the other people the last time he said that when we resign.
Thank you so much for making your point this morning. Let's talk to our caller very quickly, and we call it on the second. You live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're live on the radio.
And Mr. Brooks, how you guys doing?
This is Mr. George. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to the peace-loving people of Liberia. My point I want to drive is that, am I hearing that people throwing petrol bombs?
Yes.
If they are doing it, do you know that what real terrorism is just a start? Most of those riots we see that real terrorists in other countries, when you really analyze it, it starts from the simple thing as throwing petrol bombs. Are we taking this lightly as security sector? People throwing petrol bomb into an entity of government and nobody investigating and nobody finding who's doing it?
Okay.
We are living somewhere very dangerous, my dear brothers. This country is growing, is falling little by little.
Okay.
Then thank you so much for the platform, and please, you flag this thing out to the Liberian people so that we can have.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we're going to leave it at we leave it at for now. Take this break because we have our studio discussant who's already here this morning, Senator of River G County. Let's take this break quickly.